Today's affirmation is I stay in my lane. Let's repeat that together 3 times. And if you are able to do it out loud, please do so. If not, feel free to say it in your mind. I stay in my lane. I stay in my lane. I stay in my lane. Now, staying in your lane has several meanings. Here are a few of them. 1, not comparing yourself to others in a way that's unhealthy. 2, focusing on your projects rather than jumping on everything that sounds cool. This is also known as shiny object syndrome. And 3, letting those who you hire shine rather than micromanaging them. Let's talk about them. You might be scrolling through social media and see that someone just made their first $100,000 in business. You still haven't broken $1,000, but yay for them, right? Then you keep scrolling, and somebody else just bought a house with their company's earnings. Yay? You're still renting, but you do have dreams of owning a house one day. And then your alumni magazine comes in the mail. You flip to your classes section and see that classmate 1 just got promoted to CEO. Classmate 2 is now an SVP, and classmate 3 just sold their company to a major corporation. Wow. If you're not careful, you can easily go from being happy for them to feeling really, really bad about yourself. But not if you stay in your own lane. It's not your life versus their life. It's you versus you. Are you steadily progressing? Even if it feels like a snail's pace, but are you moving forward? Are you better now than when you started out? Yes? Then that is something to celebrate. And if seeing certain people's posts make you feel a certain type of way and not a good way, it is okay to unfollow them. Now, if you don't want to unfollow, many social platforms have a snooze feature or mute where you don't see as much of a person's content. You all are still friends, but you don't necessarily need to see them every time you open the app up. It's the same with the alumni magazine. You can read it, but you might not want to flip back to the class updates for a while. Another way you can stay in your own lane is not to become a victim of shiny object syndrome. That's when you jump on everything that sounds good, whether it relates to your company's vision or not. New social media platform, let me go all in, start posting every day, buying up everything I can to learn about it. Or someone just posts about a networking course where they made so much money in their own neighborhood. I mean, just right in their backyard. And so you're like, oh yeah, let me buy that. Let me get on that. Never mind that you run an internet business where 90% of your clients are not even local. Now, it's okay to look at new things because they really might apply to your business. They may be able to save you time, save you money, enhance something. But if you keep hopping around, you will not make any progress on anything. And your potential clients are going to be super confused. Now, think about it. If week 1, you're a house cleaner, week 2, you're a web designer, and then week 3, you're selling a course to jewelry designers on how to start Facebook groups to get new clients, yeah, you just might not get the results you want, and your clients will not necessarily see you as an expert in anything. Definitely not what you want. Stay in your lane, use what you can, and leave the rest. Lastly, I know it takes a lot to hire somebody, whether they're an intern, a contractor, or an employee, but once you have them, trust that those people you hire to help you actually know what they're doing, at least until proven otherwise. Remember, you've already read the resume, you have already looked at their portfolio, you have interviewed them. They're good. Just let them work. And instead of getting bogged down in the process, look at their results. Now, of course, if they're missing crucial steps, that's one thing. But if they're not and the results are good, leave them be. Okay, so here's a personal example. Years ago, our dishwasher broke down, so of course, we have to hand wash the dishes until it got repaired. And when I grew up, washing dishes meant you fill the sink up with water, put some soap in it, you soak the dishes for a while, then you wash them, drain the water, rinse them all off, the end. My daughter, on the other hand, did not want to fill up the sink. She did not want to soak any dishes. She wanted to keep the water running a little bit, put a bunch of soap on the sponge, then wash the dish, rinse the dish, wash a new dish, rinse another dish until it was done. She did not like my way at all. She said it felt like I was sitting the dishes in dirty bath water. So, and I didn't care because I'm like, you need to wash the dishes the right way. This is the right way. I mean, it was, at least in my mind. And we went back and forth for a little bit over the right way and the wrong way to wash dishes. And then I had to stop and think, what is the end goal? What are we trying to do here? Clean the dishes. What do we want at the end of this process? Clean dishes. Did it really matter the technique if the dishes ended up clean? Not really. Keep that same energy with your interns, with your contractors, with your employees. Look at their results. Do not get so bogged down in their process that they can't get you the results that you need. Stay in your lane. This week's activity is about recognizing when you start veering off into somebody else's lane. Tune in more to your behavior this week. If you read about someone else's accomplishments and start to feel that woe is me attitude coming on, pause, take note, and move on to something else. Before you hit buy on another business course, ebook, webinar series, anything that sounds cool but has nothing to do with your company, pause, take note, and close the browser tab. And when you're tempted to send your assistant email number 3 about something they do well, but just not how you would do it, pause, take note, and delete the draft. The more you're aware of your behavior, the quicker you can do something about it. And the more focused you are on your own business, the quicker you'll see results. Remember, you stay in your own lane. Before we close, let's repeat today's affirmation together one more time. I stay in my lane. And if you'd like to take this chat further, visit me online at www.inspiredmarketinginc.com, leave a comment, or catch me on social media. I'd love to speak with you. Until next time, have an amazing week.